there's only 340 teams that you projected as better than. I mean, you're going to lose games. The culture of college basketball, whether it's the transfer portal, whether it's NIL, whether there are more, the COVID year, there are more good players spread out throughout college basketball. But if you're going to lose some games, and that's just the way it is. You're breaking in new guards. Guys have new roles. It seems to me they're getting the hang of it right now. So, I mean, yeah, they got 6 losses. They played a pretty good non-conference schedule, so there's 2 of them, right? 2 or 3 of them. Texas, Alabama.
Tennessee. I mean, Tennessee was exhibition.
Yeah,
Purdue.
Purdue.
Yeah.
I mean, Purdue, you got to stack Timmy, someone on top of Timmy's shoulders to deal with Zach Edey. I mean, especially early in the season. But, yeah, I think that's just a reflection of college basketball. I know you guys probably lost your mind when they lose to, a league game. The sky is falling. But that's a testament of just how good and how consistent they've been.
How much fun is it, just this atmosphere at game day? What are you expecting with the Zach fans tomorrow morning?
They're on the clock, man. They're on the clock. I'm just telling you. I've been hearing all about the Zag fans. I've been hearing all about the kennel. I've been hearing about all the. That's great. Well, you know what? Let's see it. Bring it. I thought Kansas was unbelievable. Turnout Kansas was unbelievable. Wake up with college game day students. I mean, that's comes to. I'm sure you guys are providing donuts. I mean, at least donuts, right? The crazy thing is how many people are sleeping in a tent. If you didn't realize it, you're sleeping in a tent.
Oh, yeah.
You need some help. How much money are you paying to go to school here?
Too much. A lot of money.
A lot of money, and you're sleeping in a tent. Is anyone bringing you food?
They provide it. Yeah.
They provide. How about a heater?
No, you can't have one.
You can't have one because if you haven't realized, I mean, I live in Connecticut. It's cold out. Better you than me. Yeah, I'm excited about what tomorrow will look like. It's fun watching games in the kennel from a distance. So, kind of experiencing in person. But our show is for obviously 2 reasons. Our show is for people that watch, and our show is obviously, there's only 8 of these. Actually, now it's not even 8. I think there's 6 of them now. There's only 6 college game days. And 1 college game day is coming here to Gonzaga. You would hope that people would embrace that as, it's a reward for the history, the tradition, the success, and it's more fun for us when the place is rocking. The show's the show, and we're content's the content, but when there's some energy in the building, it's almost like when I was coaching. When we built the pyramid, Gold Mine was nice. When we built the pyramid, and I could look up and they were selling the dots around the top of the pyramid, I knew we had it going on. Our players enjoyed it. You're not coaching. You walk into a game day and you walk out there and that place is hooping and hollering and going crazy. That's a pretty cool feeling. That's a good feeling.
In your opinion, what makes Drew Timme so hard to stop?
You want me to do a clinic on his football? The guy has incredible footwork. He's extremely patient. He has built a self-shot fake with his eyes with the ball. He has a short-term memory. He's like a great golfer. Even if he misses a shot or a play doesn't go his way, he gets to the next play. He has joy in playing, and I think that's probably underrated. I mean, his whole antics and all that jazz. I mean, he's having fun. So great footwork, great feel around the basket, great hands. I do think tomorrow's going to be interesting because I thought Saxon did a good job of walling up in that game in Moraga, and they didn't totally commit the doubles. They kind of scraped down on the post, and if they could stand them up a little early, get them a little bit off the post, they used their size and Saxon's size to kind of just wall up and try to force him to go over. He's going to score. You're not going to stop him every time. So I'm interested to see if they'll do anything different. But I thought that was fairly effective. Although let's face it, early in the game, St. Mary's couldn't keep Gonzaga out of the lane. Second half, I thought they pushed their defense out a little bit better. They started making some shots so they could set their defense. I think the big thing in the first game is that ball's going in, and you're taking it out of the net. The defense is set. When the ball's not going in, they got some stops defensively, St. Mary's. Now all of a sudden, even though they don't play fast, you're turning and running back in transition, your defense is a little bit different. So I thought that St. Mary's did a better job of sort of making some shots, getting back and setting their defense, and then being able to pressure the ball. It's hard to pressure the ball, basketball when you're going back in defensive transition. So I think it's a fascinating game.
Feel free to tell me you can't say this because I know you have
I'm
this
not
show.
picking a game.
No predictions for this?
No, you don't predict this. I'm going to be up. I flew in. I did the South Carolina Alabama game. I took a 6 o'clock flight to Atlanta. Atlanta took 5 hours here. The only thing I can predict is I will be up at about 4:30, ready to go.
This is only the second time since the pandemic that college game days come to the West Coast. Last year went to Tucson. Do you think this is the start of a trend of more West Coast schools getting game day?
That's well above my pay grade. Night goes on, I talk. If you have really good teams and are really good matchups, they'll be good. I mean, there'll be fewer than probably because another year, some of the teams in Southern California, I won't mention any, will be on another network, which I won't mention. So I mean, there'll probably be fewer opportunities, but that's what we go where they tell us to go. I still don't even know where we're going next week. That's pretty good. I keep on asking them. I can't get an answer.
Seth, Houston is #1. Despite having a similar resume to Gonzaga in past years and a similar conference stature, it doesn't seem that they face the amount of criticism from coming from a smaller conference. Why do you think that is?
I didn't know that Gonzaga faced criticism, but probably because they have one bad loss and they only have, I think, 2 losses, right? So they only have one bad loss, and that's the Temple loss. And, they've won a bunch of games. And, I think they're 4-4 in quad one. That's correct. They only have one quad one loss. I'm sorry, no, one outside of I forget what it is. There's too many numbers in my head. But no, I don't think, like, you guys criticize Gonzaga. Like, we don't criticize Gonzaga. Like, I know that's not a big question. They're not as good as last year. But are they as good as last year in relation to the rest of the competition, college basketball? That's it. Because you know what? There are a lot of maybe college basketball's not as good as last year. We got all these bigs that are back. There hasn't been a dominant team in college basketball this year, plain and simple. There hasn't been like I said before, every team's got scars, including Houston. They can get stuck offensively, but they can also do a Villanova, impose their identity on the game, slow a game down, be physical defensively. Marcus Sasser's playing really, really well right now. Jamal Shedd is a lockdown defender who's, I just went over today. He's got like a 5-to-1 assist to turnover ratio in the last 9 games. So, I don't, if I was a Gonzaga fan, like, oh my God, they don't say anything bad about Houston. They just keep winning games. And, every coach in the country, this time of the year, the focus is on, you're close to the finish line. The finish line is the start of the NCAA tournament. You want to be playing your best basketball come March. And I think that should be the focus for everyone. You want to win tomorrow, because you're going to have to play really well with Gonzaga tomorrow to win. Then you want to win in the tournament, but you want to be as healthy as you can be and playing your best basketball. Gonzaga is to the point now where, you're judged by how you play in the tournament. I mean, there's very few schools in the country that are just judged by that, and they're at that level. You're judged by how well you're playing in the NCAA tournament.
What's been the most impressive aspect of this Gonzaga team, maybe outside of Drew Timme, that they've been able to have success this year?
I think Julian's development and the confidence that he's playing with, I think has been probably as impressive as any. I think he's playing with great energy, great confidence. He's one of the best small forwards in college basketball. And I think Anton Watson it's impressive to me in a society that everyone wants instant gratification. He's been the ultimate teammate and waited his turn and been ready when he's asked upon, and the way he's playing right now, I think is really good. I know people will go back, the St. Mary's game, Aiden scored those buckets, I coached Brian Russell in college, right? The end of the game against the Bulls, it's simple guy. Same conversation I had with him. You know, he was like distraught after the push off. It was a push off. It should have been a foul. That's my opinion, at least. You know, and I said, well, he felt like he let the team down. I said, Russ, I said, they put you on the best player in the world. Well, you know, I mean, so look, sometimes that guy makes a shot. I think he's really, really good. I think Nolan's improvement has been really impressive. You know, you gotta understand, you can't be just thrust into that situation and people are comparing him to guys like first-round draft choices, you know, or four-year players. That's a hard situation to be in. So I always talk about settling into a game. Players have to settle into the role and how to play and to compete and have more on their plate. So I think those three guys have been really, really impressive to me.
Thanks, everybody.